What's going on? Welcome back. Ryan here. We're talking about real money trading. And the reason why I want to talk about real money as opposed to paper trading is because, again, remember, these markets are based on fear and greed. Statistically, when we look at the odds, the long-term investors always do better. And the reason why this is because when you start to trade options or you start to trade the lower time frames, you're opening yourself up to scenarios that become more difficult to manage if you're a beginner, which is why in the beginning I brought to the table the fintech company Acorns, right? Because when you start investing with real money, nobody wants to have losses right out of the gate, right? And people, they're so used to seeing all of the instant gratification of these winning trades on social media that they start to get these unreal expectations. Because remember, real wealth is built over time. And even though we can make a lot of money with options, we can also lose a lot of money, right? Because there's no guarantees. And I think that it's important that no matter what, you want to paper trade, you want to understand your broker, right? You want to understand the way that the software works. But when you first start, things like Acorns, where you're just starting to save money, you're putting it into pre-built portfolios with ETFs, right? That starts to give you confidence, right? Because now you're putting money into assets that are producing yield, and you're starting to build a little ammunition that you can then use later when you go into battle trading options, right? And even when we start to trade real money inside of the software, we still want to always have the bias of saving money, building a portfolio of assets. And then from that, we're able to add options and add different strategies that either hedge our risk or add income or allow us to save capital. There's like a lot of different things that we can do, but it's really important to understand where you can, mess up and get off on the wrong foot. And I really think that it has to do with jumping into the options trading too quick, right? Because maybe you already are trading, right? Or maybe you're using signals from a provider. It can be very easy to win fast, but it also can be very easy to lose fast. And I just think from all my experiences that I've had, that there's no shame in paper trading a little bit until you get comfortable. And then when you're comfortable and you're jumping into the real money, we still want to have a solid plan where you can save more than you spend, and you're setting yourself up to really be able to crush it long term. And this goes even farther, right? Because if you're trading, if you're managing money, your ultimate goal should be to have a fund, to trade other people's money, to be able to leverage this high level skill to scale trading strategies, right? Where you could, raise millions and millions of dollars, and you can really accelerate your growth because you've taken the time to approach it the right way. Okay, so I'm really excited. Let's keep going, and I'll see you in the next video.